How do I get up there? Am I supposed to be up there? Nah. Parkour! 360 parkour! 360 parkour! Oh, we gotta figure out where we're going. Oh, we go up. Trying to figure out how to get up here, man. We can get this party rolling. Bal Bal is an undead monster from the Philippines. The Bal Bal likes to eat corpses, and they have long, sharp claws and sharp teeth. They have long, sharp claws, like long tongues. The long tongues of the Bal Bal are used to right stick. Oh! Are used to suck the blood. I don't really know how you're supposed to suck with a tongue, so I'm assuming the Bal Bal. Not much information on the Bal Bal. Has probably like holes in its tongue, or like lets it, you know, suck blood. But they also use it to lick the flesh, like kind of like an undead Tootsie Pop, you know, trying to get to the center of that bad boy with the long tongue, Bal Bal style. Oh, alright, we gotta see what the story's doing. What? Alexa's looking at me funny.
4 years? I've always said they couldn't all be traitors.
Oh. No. Really funneling us here. What is that? Yo, that's the Bal Bal right there, bro. Use the force cow. No! Hold on! Ah!
Alright, just pin down. Pilot's gone.
Ruthless.
I'll get us out of here.
He has no problems picking his nose. Oh, he has massive fingers. Never mind. Back to the Bal Bal. The Bal Bal, after they like lick the corpse up and, you know, do their thing, suck the blood, they like to leave a banana trunk and then put it on top of the coffin, like a little islander calling card. Chop a tree up, a banana tree. Specifically, banana trees are very...
Where you going?
They're everywhere in the Philippines. We use banana leaves for everything. We cook with it. We use it as plates, like for like big parties. We put it on boats. We put it on top of like houses back in the day. Yo, let me in. Let me in! Let me in! Oh! That was sussy. The Bal Bals originated from the Palawan Island, an island on the north, south, west coast of the Philippines. And the people in the Palawan Islands were called the Tagbuana people. A little bit of backstory on how the Bal Bals originated. That dude a bat. That guy's a Bal Bal.
Yes, second sister.
Whoa, second sister. Where's your first one?
We seek a dangerous.
You gotta be able to see that, right? A whole ass lightsaber.
You all.
Oh!
No!
I found the Jedi.
How'd you get here?
You saw me fall!
Got a stowaway.
What are you talking about? How you just stowaway this, bro? Oh! So, the Tagbawan people originated from the Palawan Islands, and the Bal Bal originated from the Tagbawan people. Now, the Tagbawan people come from a man in a cave named the Taban Man, who was discovered by Robert Fox, and he has surmised from his discovery by carbon dating and from what was in the cave, Taban Man was 17,000 years old, that this is where most of the Palawan people descended from, which was the Taban Man found in the cave. The Tagbawan people were found by Magellan in 1521. He's the first person to write their history down on paper, how they treated their dead, how they ate food, how they traded with other people. And one of his findings, one of Magellan's findings, really, it wasn't even Magellan, it was his chronicler. His name was Antonio Pigafetta. Pigafetta, though. He wrote down that the Palawan people, the Tagbawan people, they were under the rule of the Sultan. So the Palawan people traded with the people from Borneo, but they were under the rule of the king of Borneo, or the Sultan of Brunei, and he was really used for the Palawan Islanders' protection from other people, seafaring, like, you know, traders and Mongol hordes that could have somehow gone to them via their little boats. It shows a link to the Palawan's traditions and the people from Borneo's traditions, because the people from the Palawan Islands had a tradition of blood pacts where they did animal sacrifices and other blood-related rituals to appease their 4 gods. The Tagbawan people had 4 gods, and one of them was a sea god that they put either food or sacrifices onto boats and hope that the sea god would accept their wishes for a good crop of that year. That's just like one of their traditions. But the Bal Bal, going back to the Bal Bal, since he was a grave robber, so the Borneo people were cannibals, and they had, you know, cannibalistic practices. And since trading with the Palawan saw all these traditions, and kinda, there was still like a barrier language. They spoke a little mix of Tagalog and Spanish in the Palawan, while the people in Borneo spoke essentially Malaysian, but it's a form called the Bahasa Malaysian, and that's the type of language that they spoke there. The language barrier really didn't help, because the Palawan people saw the customs of the Borneo, and when they would ask these things from the Borneo people, they would, you know, get words that they don't really understand. One of the things that the Palawan people saw while dealing trades with the Borneo people was that when someone from the tribe died in Borneo, they like to put them in jars and massive coffins. These jars are massive. They're essentially like vases like coffin-like structures that the people from Borneo would bury, and then make a little house and put spikes around them so the pigs didn't eat the corpses. And they would do, you know, a little ritual, and most people from Borneo ate people from other tribes. This guy's trash. Utter trash. Gotta beat this fool first. Whoa! Imagine like there's like a TV show. Just see like this dude just running around like this. Like, come on, trying to get his stamina up. Let's go, baby! So the oh, press X. Uh-oh. So the cannibalistic practices of Borneo was misunderstood by the people from Tagbawan, and when they saw these things happening, they would go back to their islands and try to explain what was happening. The Malaysian word for pig, which the pigs were the ones that were eating the people in the jars, is babi, and which is oddly close to Bal Bal, or Bal in general. Bal, babi, Bal. So maybe if they spoke fast, whatever the case was, they got those words mixed up, and when they embellished the story, the sailors told the story to the islanders, and their people in their villages, scared children to not go out, they would say that the Bal Bal would eat them. That story, of course, migrated to the main island of the Philippines and was even more embellished. So it went from cannibalistic practices of the Borneo people, plus their rituals of how they treated their dead, putting them in vases and putting spikes all over them to protect them from something that they didn't know, that Tagbawan people didn't know what it was.
But who are you people?
And years of just embellishing stories led to the creation of the Bal Bal, the undead monster that feeds off horses, has long claws, stinky breath, and, you know, licks the blood out. I feel like that's a pretty good representation of the Bal Bal. But let me know how you like the first video.
On Jedi these days anyway.
what's the bounty,
That's
baby?
gratitude
We're gonna
for
keep
you.
playing this game, and then by next time I do the next part of the folklore, I think I'm gonna do another Filipino monster and just go through all of them. But if you like this, like and subscribe, and let me know how you think in the comments. Thank you.
In the Force.
That dude